I used to work in a very big company. I used to do night shifts there. I usually felt mysterious there, but clearly I didn't see anything. Usually I had a guard in the company. I was sitting upstairs and the guard was ground floor. One night the weather changed. It was raining lightly. It was 1 o'clock in the night. I was sitting in my office room to checking files. Suddenly calls started coming to my phone. The call on the phone was from the guard. He told me that he has to leave for some important work. I talked to the guard and allowed him to go. Guard went to emergency. After the guard left, I was all alone in the building. I was busy in my work as usual. Sometimes I would feel strange in my room. That night I was feeling a little weird. Sound of thunder was coming to my ear. I was alone in that office and I was doing my job, but there was some force that was bothering me again and again. Maybe there was someone else beside me. Suddenly the rain stopped and that everything is done. I got up and went to the window and saw someone on the ground floor. He was a bit weird. His shape was also weird. I was quite surprised to see him. He was standing alone and there was no one. He was standing alone and there was no one with him. I don't know who he was waiting for. I don't know who he was. Suddenly call started coming to my phone. The call came from my house. I was answering the phone. I must have been talking on the phones for about 5 minutes. After taking phone, I saw him again, but there was no one. Maybe he was gone. Suddenly the sound of an elevator came as if someone had come from below. Hearing the sound of elevator, I began to start that there is no one but me. In this case, how did this elevator come up? I got up from my seat and started walking towards the door to see who has finally arrived. As soon as I went to the elevator, it opened automatically, but there was no one inside the elevator. Seeing this, I was amazed at how an empty elevator could come up. That must be a problem. I closed the door and came back to my room and sat down. Suddenly there was a sound of glass breaking. I called the guard again and asked if you were gone or still in the office. Guard said, "It's been 25 minutes since I left the office. I thought maybe there was something wrong with the elevator, so I cleared my mind and got back to work." Suddenly I heard someone's footsteps and I feel like someone was standing outside of my office and slowly approaching the door. My eyes were on the door as if someone was about to come. The door was slowly opening and suddenly a man came out. This was the same man I had seen on the ground floor. He came to my office and looked at me strangely. I was so scared to see him. I went out easily and got in my car. I wanted to get out as soon as possible, but my car was not starting. When I looked at my office, I saw someone standing inside the office room, the same person who was following me. My car started and I left. The night was the scariest night of my life, and I have never had a night shift alone in the office.